Hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Millie, and in January I started a small business called Millie Freely Frills, and I am documenting how that's going. So join me for a week of making, maybe some selling, and yeah, let's see what we get up to. I will show you my completed trousers from last week's video. Yay! Sorry, I can't be bothered to try them on. Alright. I might turn up the hem once more, but I want to wash them before I wear them, so I'll probably just see how it feels wearing them, and then if I want to turn them up, I can. But yeah, happy they're done. It's later on in the day, and we spent the morning, afternoon out with family. Had a really lovely time with my nephew, and on the way home, it was only like 2 o'clock. We were thinking about like what we knew that we were just gonna like chill at home for the afternoon, so obviously I was thinking like, what am I gonna make? And I knew that there was a skirt pattern, not pattern but like tutorial of obviously Sid Graham's, that I wanted to follow. Not her. If you follow her, you'll know that she just released a sewing pattern called the Sandra skirt. I wasn't going to do that one because I'd seen that she had a tutorial where you didn't need a pattern and you just self-drafted a skirt, but she would tell you how to, in the video she tells you basically how to get the correct size for how you want it. So I was thinking about doing that. So on the way home I was like, should I? So we quickly stopped at my local fabric shop, and I was like, yeah, let's just do it, and then I can do it this afternoon. And I finished it already. I'm so glad. So now in the past like week-ish, I've made a pair of shorts, a pair of trousers, and a skirt. So I'm happy with the finished outcome. The only thing is it's a little bit see-through, and I don't know if I can get away with wearing it not on a holiday, but if not, it would just be a holiday skirt, and that's fine. Now I've done that pattern, because she does it, she shows you, oh, Lottie wants to come in. She shows you how to do it both tiered and not tiered, and I wanted to do it not tiered, like I just wanted like a drapey ruffly skirt. Now I've done that and followed that tutorial, I feel confident with knowing like how to quite easily do it again. I don't know if I'll try it. I didn't add ruffles or pockets, which she does also show, so at some point I might do that. But yeah, and I think we might go to the car boot sale tomorrow, so I might look out for some like bed sheets, something like that, that people are selling, so that, like, I could say someone was selling like a cute gingham or striped bed set, and then come home, obviously wash it on a really high wash, maybe even twice just in case, and then yeah, you'd have really cheap fabric. Shall I show you this skirt? Should I just try it on? Okay, I try it on. Made the waist super baggy because I like baggy clothes. Yeah, that is the skirt. I don't know if I've made it slightly too baggy, but it hasn't been washed or anything, and when it's washed it will look a bit, maybe look a bit different. But it's so comfy, I just don't know if it's too see-through. And now I'll try on the trousers and show you them as well. You might not care, sorry if you don't. Oh, this button hole was ripped a bit where the drawstring was. That obviously wasn't strong enough. Again, I made these super big. And they are so comfy. And I was watching a video, one of Sid's videos, where she was like she was saying like making my whole autumn wardrobe in one day. Well, she didn't say autumn, she said fall because she's from America. And this was one of her old videos, and she made a pair of the lane pants, but she like tapered them in a bit by just slightly amending the pattern. So I'd be quite keen to do that, because I do like wide leg trousers, but I also do like having trousers that are kind of like tapered in a bit. And I don't know if so obviously it's quite easy to amend them for the length, but I don't know if I kind of want to cut out, because she shows how to amend it for height. So you kind of take out a chunk from, say, like, I don't know, like between the hips and the knees. You might take out a bit there rather than just taking off the bottom, so that kind of like this area is a bit smaller, like around your crotch and that. It's exciting. What will I make next? I actually might just pop these clothes on so the shorts, the trousers and the skirt, with some other stuff obviously, on a quick wash, so that I can see what they're like dried and ironed after being washed. Because I feel like after making something, you want to, I know really, like, people say you should pre-wash the fabric before you make something, because you don't know how it's going to go, like if the fabric isn't already pre-washed. So we'll see. If maybe I should have done that with all these, but we'll find out. But I feel like after, especially crochet, after you've made anything, you want to wash it, because you know you've been dragging it around, getting it maybe not dirty, but you know it's been on the sewing machine, and the fabric, you want that clean. Yeah, so I think I'll do that now. Archie's currently asleep. Lottie was napping with him, but she's up now. Clothes are washed and they didn't fall apart. The other washing that went in with it is on a spin. I didn't want to spin these. But yes, all good so far. All 3 pieces are now successfully finished. They've been washed and ironed and survived, and they're okay. So the skirt, the trousers, and the shorts that weren't meant to be shorts, but now we have shorts. So yeah, happy with those. Not perfect, but wearable, and yeah. Guys, I got an order. I got an order on Saturday or Sunday? Sunday. I had the Etsy cha-ching, and I was like, cha-ching. Someone has purchased two dog bandanas and scrunchy combos. They have got this one and this one. So I'm going to package those up. I've got lots of stuff, kind of updates, that I feel like I want to talk about. Part of that is I'm going to start giving away freebies. So let's pick what to give her. A keychain and an extra standard scrunchie. So I'll package that up and then we can go to the post office, and at some point we'll have a chat about things. This weather is lovely, but order is all packaged up with the freebies, so I'm going to go take it to the post office now. On today's episode of What Has Millie Now Decided to Make, we're making a quilt, because why not? I wanted to make a quilt for ages, but always been really intimidated by it, but I just thought, come on, you've got this. I watched one tutorial and I was like, yeah, you can do it. I'm doing it step by step, so I haven't like prepped the batting, the back, the binding. I'm basically doing the panel. I'll get this together and then I'll do a border, and then I'll do the next bit. So I've got 6 strips of 5 squares, and I basically there wasn't too much rhyme or reason to this. I basically looked around the flat, found something that was square that I could use for a template, Use that for a template to cut out some squares. Cut out some squares, put them on the floor, said, hey Archie, help me make a pretty pattern out of these squares. Did that, took a photo of it. Now ironed them, now sewing them together. Now ironed the seams in alternating directions, and now we're going to sew these columns, these rows together. But yeah, I just thought I'd update you. I've dropped off the parcel, so that is all done. But yeah, and then yeah, I said I have stuff to update. I do have stuff to update and talk about, so I'll get on with that at some point, but for right now my head's in this, so I'm gonna do this. What's too late? That's not yours yet. Hi guys, hopefully you can see everything okay. But I finished the first, well, not the first step, because there was many steps to get to this point, but I finished the first, I think it's called like the body. So what I need to do now is, I don't think you have to have a border, but should I just not do a border? Or is there a reason you have to have a border? Does it kind of protect it all? Yeah, we'll get a border. So what I need to do is you get a border for like the top and bottom, like measure. I'm going to measure how much I need for that, and then measure how much I need for the sides. So I discovered the other day when I was making the trousers, I can just pin fabric into my carpet. Please don't take anything I say as what you should actually do, because if you can't tell by now, I don't know what I'm doing and I just wing stuff. I've picked out some fabrics that could be used for the border and the back. See, do we go with a pattern for the back? Gosh, that's not very straight, is it? Hobbycraft. Do we go with a pattern for the back, plain for the edge, and then a pattern for the back? Or a pattern for the edge and plain for the back? I think plain for the edge and pattern for the back kind of balances it out a bit. This is the cotton that I used for my skirt. This is the one I used for my shorts, were meant to be trousers but shorts, and this is the one I used for my trousers. That on the border could be nice. Apologies for the background, I've got the washing hanging up, and that's a drawer where I keep my fabric. So I thought whilst I'm doing this, I could just chat about, what was I going to chat about? Chat about some decisions that I have made. I have, not to like put myself down, but, and I'm not, but really I don't think this, and it hasn't been long, but I don't think overall so far the small business has been that much of a success. It's been okay, and I've had fun, and that's all that matters. But I have to think about like the sustainability of doing it the way I'm doing it, and changes that I want to make, and things that I might have learned. I've got my fabric that I'm going to cut the borders out from, but I'm going to wait and do it on the cutting mat in a sec. So overall, when I think about like how the markets have gone, how sales online have gone, it's not great, and I've tried to think about like things that I could improve and stuff like that. I don't really know where I'm going with that, but some decisions that I have made are, I want to make the collection of everything that I sell a bit more succinct, because I feel like I started off with the bags, and then I was just kind of experimenting and just like bringing out different stuff, but that's what it looks like. It does just look like a lot of different stuff, and although I love everything, and I wouldn't sell something if I didn't think it was okay to be sold, but it does just look like a random mixture of stuff. So going forward, I want to try and make it look more succinct collections, of stuff that kind of tie in together. That's my thinking right now. That might change. So to do that, I want to try and clear as much of the stuff that I've got right now. And I find that a little bit tricky because I am not someone that can be pushy with sales at all. Hello, editing me. Just wanted to come on and say I am by no means saying that other small business owners are pushy with sales. They're not. I think I don't know what it is. I just don't have the confidence to. I don't know. I just don't know how to encourage people to buy stuff. And then I feel bad when people do buy stuff, but at the same time, I really appreciate it and it's amazing. And yeah, I don't know. I kind of have the mindset of if someone likes something and they want to buy it, then amazing, great. I feel like it's a win-win on both sides. But if not, someone's not like, yeah, I want to spend my money on that, then that's fine. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, yeah. Especially in as things are in the world and the country at the moment, people haven't got money to be spending on unnecessary things. So yeah, but there's a few things that I am gonna be doing and am doing to try and like clear some of the stock to make way for a summer collection. So with every order I send out, I'll pop in a couple freebies. I've got quite heavy sales on my Etsy to the point where I'm like, are you just gonna like lose money because I've also got free delivery on? But yeah, I shouldn't lose money, but you know. So I think at the moment I've got 60 or 65% off everything apart from something new that I've put on my Etsy, which is another way that I'm going to try and clear stock, is mystery bundles, which I'm really excited about and hope that people order them. Basically, I've got a mystery bundle for £10 and everything included is worth over £35, and then I've got a mystery bundle for £5 and everything in it is worth over £20. And yeah, so I've put them on Etsy, just kind of if people feel like, yeah, they want to buy things and have a little surprise of some cute accessories. So with those, people might get tote bag, keychain wristlet, hair scrunchies, keychains, pencil cases, coin purses. Did I already say scrunchies? Scrunchies, different types of frilly scrunchies or not frilly scrunchies. I think that's everything. Zip pouches. Yeah. There might be more. Did I say tote bags? Tote bags as well. Some stuff that has just been like market exclusives and never been on Etsy. So yeah, I'm excited about that. We'll see if any go. And also at markets, I have one final market left because I've decided that's the last one that I'm going to do for a little while until like autumn time, and I will be putting the price down at that market on Saturday quite a lot and putting up like a little sign to say like spring sale, and hopefully not bringing back as much stock. So with all that being said, the next kind of thing that I want to work towards is a summer drop, kind of like collection of like limited items that all kind of go together a bit. And I've got some ideas about different things that I want to make, and it will be a mixture of crochet and sewn, but not any or not too many high price point items, because I don't want to keep making bigger things that I feel like, yeah, that maybe won't sell, you know. But and by me saying it's not gone well, that's in no way am I saying that, I don't know if it objectively just hasn't gone well, or it's just me. I find it quite hard to know with me sometimes if I'm just being hard on myself, or if it's like, no, you're being quite rational there, like it hasn't gone great, has it? I mean, I guess it's gone okay, and I've learned some things and I've picked up on some things that I want to make improvements on and implement those changes, and then we'll see how that goes. And at the moment, you know, it's all for fun, so I just get to experiment, and if it was to go viral and do like really well, that would be amazing, but I'm not like needing that to pay my bills, you know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm rambling on at this point, but I feel like I've kind of covered all the points. So I haven't decided at what date the summer drop will go live yet, because I haven't actually started making anything yet. All just like ideas in my head, notes on my phone. So I need to kind of, I'm thinking, what are we, like mid-May? So I feel like ideally really it should be going live like the beginning of June. But maybe like mid-June will be okay, but then I am slightly worried because at the end of June, beginning of July, I'm going on holiday, but that's only for a week, so I might aim for mid-June, but spend the next couple of weeks starting to make things, and then I'll know how kind of ready I am. Yeah. Where did I put... So why am I folding that? I need that. I'm going to go cut some fabric for the borders of my quilt for now. Guys, I got an order of a mystery bundle. Shall I show you everything that's going in? Zip pouch, pencil case, 3 mini scrunchies, and a keychain wristlet and keyring, which I've just attached together. So I'm just packaging that up, and then I have Pilates. So I will go to Pilates and then drop off the parcel on the way home. So I just need to make sure I amend the stock Etsy for what I've included. That is on Etsy. The mini scrunchies, the key rings, they're not, and neither are the pencil cases, so it's just the big pouch, one of the big pouches, and the leopard print wristlet. I'm recording a voiceover. Why does a train go past when I just start recording a voiceover? Anyway, I'm recording a voiceover for this bit because it was really early in the morning, so my voice hadn't woken up yet, and I was trying to be quiet because Archie was asleep, but I was basically saying that I got another Etsy order, so maybe the sale is working, because I sold an AirPod case and I haven't sold one of those online either, and those are the freebies that I put in. So some scrunchies and a keychain wristlet, and I wanted to get it packaged up in the morning so then I could drop it off to the post office on my morning walk, which Lottie and I did. And then I show you the quilt because you're sitting on the quilt, and just had the binding to do, which I needed to hand stitch, so I'd done one side so far last night whilst I was watching telly, and I've just got the other 3 sides to do. Parcel en route. I finished my quilt. So I feel like I always have washing in the background, but it's just kind of the reality. Let me show you my quilt. As I say, I feel like I say with everything, it's not perfect, but it is a functioning quilt, and I think it looks cute, and I'm just happy that I completed my first quilt, and I've learned some things from it and stuff that I'd do differently. I don't know when I last filmed, so I've been finishing my quilt, so I've done that, and I've started some prep for making some summer collection bits. I don't think I'm going to show them now because I don't know if I'm going to show them or I'm going to be like, ta-da, this is what's in it. I have the market in 2 days, but tomorrow, this market is really close to me. So tomorrow I can drop off the stuff, which is really handy, and then on Saturday when the market is, we can just go without any of the stuff, which is great because it will just be there and we just turn up and set up. Archie's coming with me. Just jumping back in because I just ended it, but I'll put this before because I knew there was something else that I wanted to talk about, and it is, God, I'm a right scruff, a parcel that I want to show you from littlewoolshop.com, because my friend has basically, technically my friend's mum has commissioned me to make a baby blanket for her friend. We kind of like agreed on the colours and stuff, and I've got a baby merino and it's so soft, and so lovely. I haven't properly looked at the colours yet, so let's have a look. I was just quickly checking that the dye lots are the same, which they are. So okay, we have a brown, a sage green, an off-white, and a light grey. So I have 2 of all apart from the brown, which I have 3 of because the border's going to be in brown. And how cute do they all look together. I managed to find some colours that were quite similar to like the inspo pic that she sent me. If anyone wants to know, it's Drops Baby Merino. I've never used it before. I'm looking forward to crocheting a baby blanket. That'd be nice. So yeah, I just want to show you that. Goodbye. I think I'm going to end this video here. I feel like I've probably filmed enough now, and I'm just going to be getting on with some of the summary bits now, and then market prep tomorrow. Not that there's loads to do really. So yeah, I don't think there's too much else to say. Thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please like, comment and subscribe. I would love to have you here. I'm so close to 100 subscribers, which is really exciting. Thank you so much. Look out for a market video next week and another weekly vlog next Sunday. So thank you.